What was Cuba's dual currency system? Imagine trying to buy a loaf of bread and finding two different prices depending on who you are. That was the reality for many Cubans for years. Cuba's dual currency system was a special setup that lasted for quite some time, especially after the economic crisis, called the Special Period, started in the early 1990s. This system involved two main currencies, the Cuban peso and the convertible peso. The Cuban peso was the country's official money used by locals for everyday shopping. It was mainly used for basic goods and services, often through rationing or at state-run stores. The convertible peso, on the other hand, was pegged to the US dollar. It was mostly used by tourists and in sectors that dealt with foreign exchange, like hotels, restaurants, and shops catering to visitors. This created a big divide in society. People with access to the convertible peso, like government workers, tourism employees, or foreigners, enjoyed a better standard of living. Meanwhile, those relying only on the Cuban peso faced more hardships. This inequality went against the socialist ideals of equality that Cuba promotes. From a communist point of view, the dual currency was seen as a necessary evil during tough economic times, but it also made the economy less fair. Efforts to unify the currency aimed to reduce these gaps and make the economy more aligned with socialist principles. In practice, the system made it hard for ordinary Cubans to buy goods priced in the convertible peso. Their purchasing power was limited, and it slowed down the growth of a single, unified market. Recently, Cuba has been working to eliminate the convertible peso and move toward a single currency system. This change is meant to make transactions simpler, reduce inequality, and bring the economy closer to socialist ideals of fairness. However, the transition hasn't been smooth. Inflation and economic instability have made things more challenging for many Cubans. So, the dual currency system was a key part of Cuba's economic history, reflecting both the country's struggles and its efforts to adapt within a socialist framework.